What is going on, YouTube? It's John from Emphatic coming to you with a quick Emphatic War recap. CWL Premier Week 2 or Week 3. Emphatic Fury taking a loss to Pinoy Banditos, 83 to 86. Pinoy Banditos was pretty much perfect wherever they had to be. They went one for. I mean, take a look at that. All of our 11s were one shot, and I think they got two town 10v10 triples, and I think their dips were perfect. Whereas us, we had a couple dip fails. We did get an 11v11 triple though, and we will start with that. So Shaggy going in on 4, and this was the final hit of the war. And one that I missed because I was hitting alongside him doing a Queen Walk Bowler Witch hit. So that's an idea for you guys if you come across Bowler Witch hits where there's a lot of stuff on the like a splash on the outside. Brings in a pair of minors on the mortar. King down, queen down. From what I understand, he got unlucky with his heroes, but his bowlers made up for it. So we get a rage down. King pops ability. Actually, he missed his queen. That's what happened. So bowlers went in under tome, took out queen. And so because it's Hound Loon CC, he does not have much else to worry about. Get a little bit extra out of the bowler bounce, and we start the Lalo. One bowler is working on a Archer Tower, and the Loon's going to come over and finish that side off, but he'll be alright. We get our Rage down. I'm assuming Poison kept for CC or Skelly traps, which is always good. Real close on this Inferno. But when you get these bases that are designed primarily to stop 2-star attacks, you have room for mistakes. There you go. Lalo or Loon Death stopped the Inferno. Gets a freeze down, misses that first Expo, but still has the Hound up for him. Rages through the Inferno. And we'll speed it up because got a big clump of Loons coming in, but the Expo's doing a lot of work. I think if those were max defenses, he probably wouldn't have got this, but we have one Loon survive. Bunch of pups and minions down, clearing up. So, good hit to Shaggy. I had a dip 6-pack, which was cool. What is our 2 hits? I think 13 was Sun. And both of these are going to be a spam Lalo variety. So we get a baby dragon down, king down. I'm not certain if the queen follows or if the queen goes on another side. Sorry about that. Maybe the queen comes right in. Queen's going to work her way in. Beautiful opener, too. King takes out 2 Teslas. Queen takes out another one. And she's going to take out the Inferno Tower. Probably not use the ability. Well, actually, she'll probably have to use the ability here to take out the Inferno, but I do not think she will get the air defense. But she takes out a sweeper. That could have caused problems. So, King and Loon make sure that her day is done. He does have an archer to get the Hound Loon out of the way, but he also has skeleton spells for the queen. So we got a cluster of Loons coming in. Rage is down. Second rage down on another batch of Loons. Kind of thinned out on that side, unfortunately, so some more balloons come in. Fortunately, Loons go back into the rage. We got Skellies and Pups on the queen. And we'll get the haste down. He's got a heal spell. These Loons are dangerously low. And he pops the heal as they go into the final defenses, which is very wise of him because there is a wizard tower that is there, so almost like he's advising himself. And we will speed this up. So he's going to get down the rest of his stuff. In fact, oh, Hound popped. Not cool, but it looks like the pups and minions were able to overcome. And everybody's going to finish up on the corner gold mine that never got accounted for. Fortunately, he had time to do this. Alright, next hit, Batman, who decided he was going to drop a bunch of gems to get this done. Because he had a little bit of late start. We get Wizard down, get a haste, and 3 loons down to create a funnel. And we're going to get King down. Queen's going to follow. Baby Dragon's going to funnel over on this side. And that is going to allow King and Queen to go in there. And because there's that piece of wall right there, the Queen is able to reach the Inferno from the outside. But unfortunately, the King decided he's going to work on the wall. I think the Wizard's overachieved a little bit, but this actually works out in his favor because the Queen's going to take out the Inferno, a Wizard Tower, X-Bow, and Queen, which earlier attacks had just skeletons on the Queen, which is always hit or miss. So at this point, the raid's looking pretty damn good. Get our first hounding, get a couple loons in. We're basically swarming the back half of this base, almost spamming them, but surgically spam. Drop a couple skeletons onto the air defense, and Kane start working on taking that all out. Especially because they're basically swag at this point, but they'll also start cleaning up early. Hopefully. Yeah, the hound's going to get taken out, so we do still have some skeletons there. They're going to help distract so friendly pups can clean up enemy pups until the balloon comes over and finishes them off. We get a heal spell down to the back end, which is great for handling all of those wizard towers. And a big clump of loons is not going to get stopped at full health. And they're going to go finish off these final 2-point defenses and the mortar. Get a favorable split so that a couple balloons go back towards the town hall. And everybody else finishes up on the right-hand side. That was a beautiful raid by Batman. Probably one of my favorites I've seen all day. So, we will just, I'm just going to pick some names here because I know we see quite a few of the normal Town Hall 9s. Pilke is new. Let's watch Pilke on the top base that he hit. 19. I think I'm saying his name right. It's going to start a Queen Walk. Wizard down. And a little update to my streaming issues from Air Server. It kind of appears I went and upgraded my router so I could try to run off the 5 gigahertz bandwidth, and this computer does not have a 5 gig card on there, so I could try to get a 5 gig adapter so I can try to take advantage of the faster Mbps, but we'll see if that's a little cheaper band-aid than dealing with the getting a whole new router. The little difference between 20 bucks and 100 or 200, almost 200. Okay. It's a nice little chunk of change there. But Queen is going to continue her walk. I never recap when the wife's home. So that was just who was just yelling for me. But she's leaving. So now it's like I'm normally recapping. Maybe I'll be a little bit more vocal. Who knows? I think I'm doing fine, though. You know, it was a little bit of a rough ending to this war because they had such perfection going with their extra assignments for their 10/11s, you know, getting the dips. We once again tried to game plan as we did before our dips and make sure that people were attacking to their strengths. And unfortunately, these bases were pretty tough, so... Okay! So, I mean, these bases were pretty tough, pretty tricky. So, I mean, for my Bowler Witch attack, I had to take a Queen Walk for a side for, they had a whole bunch of outside Teslas and a, Wizard Tower and a King there. So, I mean, it was just built to defend. And we used that little glitch. And what was even funnier, actually, I'm going to show that raid because it's hilarious. Not only because it's hilarious, but because there's a nice little adaptation you can take for your future Bowler Witch hits that I think might be a nice little nugget to take. So we're going to pop up to that one actually really quick. Not that one. Which one was the fresh? There we go. So, before we get started on this, look at all that splash. It's going to affect skeletons up here. You know, you generally don't want to do that. Now, unfortunately, I do have the wrong CC, but what we're going to do is get our archers down on all the corners. We're going to try to build our best funnel, but I think we should be fine. Or I figured we should have been fine with our funnel. You know what? I'm going to pause this and just pop over to BlueStacks because I can't deal with this stream quality. So, be right back. Alright, we're back, so I'm not going to cut where I initially paused. So, previous explanation still continues. Especially, you know, it's WrestleMania weekend. I don't want to deal with too much of this. So we get Queen down, we get the healers on her. And we're going to get our flank going down here. You know, Queen's almost on autopilot for this. I didn't have a spotter on this either, which made it difficult. So I decided to throw a witch and a couple bowlers up with her. Get my 2 witches and 4 bowlers down working at the bottom. And then drop my CC golem, which turned out to be a hound loon. So that happened, which was, I should probably put some circus music in the background of this. But there we go. We did have a golem still in the bag. So we get our bowlers going in there, we get our witches going in there. Skeletons work on taking out that Tesla. Tome goes, poisons down. I sent in a wizard too, to hopefully try to work down that CC, which they did take down that baby dragon, which was good. Get our second rage down. And Keen did a nice job pushing forward. I quad quaked in because of the odd layout of this, and I want to make sure I hit the Infernos one at a time. Fortunately, bowlers can target the Infernos from the outside, but that turned out not to happen here. But just because of the power of the Queen up here, taking out all that splash so I didn't have to worry about losing my skeletons, really this was a 2-minute plan, to tell you the truth, because I just did not have time at the end of the war with how stressful the end of this war got. Which is trying to make sure we got everything in and maximize the stars we can get. Queen's going to come up. She's not going to be able to reach that Inferno, unfortunately. So we got a couple witches, a bunch of skeletons down. This cannon is forever tanked, although he is hitting the Warden now, which GG Warden, way to tank. Queen took out the cannon just in time before it could target any witches. Queen takes out the air defense. We're going to speed up because the skeletons are going to break through the wall. They actually got to that elixir storage there, but the Infernos could reach it. But Queen gets through, finishes off. So, I mean, this was pure luck, kind of hilarious. Hopefully I remember to put some circus music behind it, because it was dumb. This is what 2-minute plans get you. Alright. So we just did Pilke. Let's go, my team. J. Rios, DA, Lord of the Skies, Base Afflicted. I don't think we've seen Base Afflicted in this channel yet, so let's go with replay number 2 on this. And we're going to just probably do 2 more. This is Stoned. Ooh, I think he's probably trying to get all his air defenses with the stone part. So yep, there goes the first golem. Wizards are building a great funnel here. And yeah, he's going to get all 4 air defenses with his intro. So King is down. Bowler's continuing along. Queen's down. Poison on Queen. Walks right into a Tesla farm too. I don't know if this was a fresh hit or not. Actually, I don't think it was. So we should be getting the jump spell down. There we go. Hound CC. Queen decides she's going to focus on the Hound, so it's going to leave a cannon up. So we get a rage down for the bowlers. And finally took out that cannon. And bowlers are just going to keep on making a path. Meanwhile, we're going to get loons down. Could have probably sent some loons in on that archer tower too, but Just nitpicking, bro. Good old days of Tezza Boy doing the Emphatic channel, or the Fury channel. Way back when I first started. I should probably look on the timestamp of that so I'd have at least a ballpark idea of how long I've been emphatic. So we get a heal down on just a single loon, but it gets taken out by 2 arch towers. We're going to speed this up because this is probably going to be a slow finish. Yep. Nice bringing in a bunch of extra wizards and minions to clean up. I don't know why BlueStacks is lagging this bad too. I had 32 gigs of RAM on this computer and I just put a good video card in here. WTF. My team. Let's see who else we got here. Arnie with the 6-pack. Let's go with 1. Archer down to lure the CC. Triple baby dragon. We're going to speed up the CC kill part of it. Golem down, queen wizards on the baby drags. For some reason, queen and baby wizard pull off. I don't like that. This AI sometimes, I'll tell you. Nice redirection there on that golem. Wizards are building a huge funnel. Arnie's definitely a star. Wish it made sense to... Well, I'll just... Never mind. But definitely he's a solid guy that we can rely on in Fury. And yeah, that's we really need some of those, but I don't think there's really a ton to hang our heads about in this war. I mean, we'd have to match perfection to tell you the truth. They got equal amounts. If we had our 11v10 rate that we did last war, we'd have won this. I wasn't around for what I did early on in the war. Is I scouted these bases and actually marked up our clash color with suggestions of how to hit these bases. And actually, I held true to those on the ones that I dipped on and helped Mark dip on. But it helped out a lot. I mean, really, only 2 dip fails out of 7 attacks isn't the end of the world. It's pretty on par. It's just we weren't able to keep up. We'll just show FS1 for our final. And he's got a shattered Lalo. What we got here? There we go. So we got a couple of golems down. Wizards to funnel wide. Wallbreaker's coming in. Trips the small bomb. Gets the break. Actually, that Wallbreaker survived long enough to get the break, too. Gets the jump spell down. I have a feeling these bowlers could walk. Color me negative. Oh no, only 1 did. Queen's also going to walk, though. Doesn't matter. So he could drop a heal now if he wanted to. Doesn't really need to. He can save the heal for the Blalo. But he's just getting a massive push out of his kill squad. I'm going to dig up a Tesla farm. So I think it's going to be a question of whether or not hounds pop. Just absolutely smash this base. We're going to get a heal spell while they have to deal with these wizard towers. Actually, the hound itself is going to try to take out the Expo. So this is kind of a little crazy ending here. Just speed it up because this is going to be slow. Queen being on the outside is kind of OP. So because that expo got left is the reason why we have the hound popping. Nice patience on those final two loons. So way to recover. So that's all I got for this. I don't know who these guys face next, but we'll be ready for them. So till next time, thanks for watching.